Hey PL, and it's August 25, 2026. It's a smoky day out here. Take a look behind me here. We got Mount Baker behind the smoky cloud that's there. And that is, I can see across the valley, but not much beyond that. So yes, it's smoky here because there are fires in the interior of British Columbia and across Canada right now. The fires in British Columbia are affecting us here because of the smoke blowing in. So yes, as I said last week, I'm thankful that where I live is not on fire, and I think about those that are dealing with the fires in their neighborhoods. All right, this morning I listened to episode 976 of the 10-Minute Teacher podcast with Vicki Davis as she interviews Zach Kinsler, who is a young adult who is the lead person part of Boodlebox, and talks about his experience in university as a junior with ChatGPT when ChatGPT dropped, and how he uses AI and ChatGPT for learning as opposed to skipping learning. And so he's transparent about his experience and how he used these tools, these artificial intelligence tools, to do his learning. And this is the challenge right now with having something that can do so many things that we skip our learning. We skip doing the thinking. But Zach used it for the purposes of giving him information that could help him with his thinking so that he could do the learning. This is the challenge. This is huge. How do I feel about it? If Zach has done the learning, then he has become smarter because of that, as opposed to skipping the learning and handing stuff in that he is not aware of is super important. He talked to his professors about his experience about using ChatGPT to write his assignments and papers that he had handed in, and they're like, we don't like that. And he said, so quiz me on these things, and they did, and he was correct in what he had learned using these tools. Okay, I'm not suggesting that we just crack it open, let everybody hand everything in, and hope they've learned. That is not wise. We need to talk to them about the ethical use of these tools and what can be done. Zach also talks about AI agents and what teachers need to know, and how agents can be helpful, which are tools that can be set up for reading emails, providing draft responses and things like that to help us with making some productivity improvements. All right, there's a whole lot more. Take a listen for yourself. Thanks, bye.